Friday's market wrap-up here at Wealth Creation Investing. Matthew Buckley, the Chief Investment Strategist here at WCI, and it's going to be another big risk-off day, really seeing a ripple across the Atlantic and the Pacific as emerging markets really start to sell off. China, manufacturing fears over in China. We had a GDP slowdown out of China last week, got manufacturing fears this week. That really sends a shudder around the globe. When the world's essentially largest economy starts to show signs that it's starting to roll over, it's going to send a tsunami literally around the world. And that's what we're seeing, not only in Europe, but here in the United States as well. And as we've talked about for ages, markets tend to go down a lot quicker than they tend to go up. And we're really starting to see that right now. Futures are lower. The sell-off is finally here, and it is across all the markets, not only in the U.S. markets, but overseas. But I got to be honest with you, I love that this is happening because we've been talking about it for quite some time. Let's take a look at just the chart of the S&P, and you can see that we've been way overbought for a long time, and as everybody's kind of started to realize that, we're starting to roll over here. We've definitely flattened out right here at this 1830, 1840 line, and I think we have a lot lower to go here. Goldman Sachs called for there's a 65% probability of at least a 10% pullback this year, and it might happen in January, folks. I'm prepared for it. My TGO traders are prepared for it. Check this out. It's not just a tagline, happy hunting and make sure you hedge. I eat my own dog food. Look at this bullish double vertical spread on SDS. It's up 140% right now. This is pre-market. Market's getting ready to open, and this trade's probably going to be up 300% based on what the market does today. And a 300% gain in a couple days here is pretty cool. But what's SDS? It's the ProShares Ultra Short S&P 500. So let me overlay the S&P 500, and look at that. It looks like an exact mirror, but double. If the S&P goes up 4.5, the SDS goes down 9. Okay, so it's a hedge, right? If the market goes down, look at yesterday. Perfect example. So this is a hedge against the market going down, and as you can see, let's just draw a little bit of line here. It's the opposite of what I drew on the S&P 500. It was going up. This is going down. And then as we've leveled out here, SDS has leveled out and actually starting to catch a bid here in the past couple days, right? Getting a nice pop out of SDS. It's up pre-market right now to 30.61, closed yesterday at 30.21. So this bullish double vertical, this hedge, like I said, is probably going to be up about 300% today. And I have 40 contracts on. Might take half off and let the other 20 ride just as some nice portfolio protection to keep that on there, or take a nice profit here and get ready to put another one on. Also, I've been pounding this for the past week, folks, and if you listen to me, you're very, very happy right now. What have I said, and what do I say about volatility? When vol is cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. The VIX is up to 1377. I'll bet you the VIX gets easily over 14, maybe 1450 today. And what have I said? It's right there on that line. The VIX at its, quote, resting heart rate of around 12 and a half recently is nuts. I teach my Top Gun options and wealth creation investing traders, whenever you hear me say those words, this is nuts, sit up in your chair and pay attention. I told you last week and for the past couple weeks that the VIX down here at 12 and a half, 12-ish was nuts, right? When vol is cheap, you buy it. When it's expensive, you sell it. So we might see a big run in volatility here as the risk-off trade continues around the globe this Friday. And hopefully you already listened to me and you were long volatility and you're sitting here with your boots up or your heels, drinking your coffee with a smile on your face because you're hedged. You either had that SDS hedge on or you had that VIX hedge on, or as in many of my portfolios, I had both. So I'm having a blast. Also have 2 weekly options trades on Apple and Google that are going right down the fairway over at Top Gun Options, looking to expire for a $4,000 profit today. $4,000 in 4 days on $10,000 in risk. That's a 40% return on risk in 4 days. That's some pretty good returns there in 4 days of trading in our weekly options program over at Top Gun Options. Folks, if you're creeped out right now and you believe me that markets tend to go down a hell of a lot faster than they go up, you got to give us a call and get on board with something here at Top Gun Options or Wealth Creation Investing to help you trade in this volatile market. 888-308-2112. Give one of our wealth creation consultants a call at 888-308-2112, and they can help identify really where you need to be at Top Gun Options. Because, like I said, if your head's spinning in this market, it shouldn't be. And as options traders, we love this type of market because it's volatile. It increases the premiums of options prices and puts a huge smile on my face when option prices are juicy like this. So awesome week. Very happy with what's going on. And if you're listening to me right now with a look on your face like you're happy with what's going on this week, then you're not trading right. And I don't mean that as a poke. I mean that as a friend and trying to hook you up, okay? Final word before I go on this Friday. We had a great presentation yesterday from Todd Butterfield of the BlackBay Group, registered investment advisor up there in Chicago, who's also launching a hedge fund, BlackBay Fund Management, here in February, March timeframe. And I'm pleased to announce that I am the Chief Development Officer for the BlackBay Fund Management Hedge Fund. Very fired up to be doing that and looking forward to it. But if you're not an accredited investor, but you still want to trade the same strategy that Todd and his team trade, it's called the blended strategy, you can shoot us an email at managedaccounts@topgunoptions.com. And you can check out this webpage on our homepage here at Top Gun Options. Just go to our homepage at TGO, topgunoptions.com. And up in the upper right here, if it says new to options, just click refresh. And the next banner will pop up, which is the managed accounts, and you can click on that banner and go take a look at their performance versus the S&P. I mean, that's pretty cool. Brown's the S&P, 100 grand in the S&P, and the blue is 100 grand invested with Todd and his group at the BlackBay Group. Very great returns, and very happy with what's going on. And you can even click here at the bottom of the page for an audited report from McGladrey about the BlackBay Group and their returns. I chuckle, but it's black laughter because Bernie Madoff and that whole ridiculous Ponzi scheme. You know who his accounting firm was? It was a dude in a one-bedroom hotel room, like across from the airport in the Motel 6. That was his accounting firm. If that didn't raise any red flags with these rich people, they deserve to lose every nickel that they invested. The McGladrey Group audited, certified these returns, and the other thing about the BlackBay Group, you open an account with Pro Funds, one of the largest mutual fund companies in the world. You don't open an account with the BlackBay Group. You don't open an account with Todd or any of his team. You just give them permission to trade that account. You can take that permission away at any time, add funds, subtract funds, whatever you want to do. You have daily access to your account, unlike a lot of those bad things that unfortunately happened in the past or might even be happening right now. Okay, so shoot us an email, managedaccounts@topgunoptions.com, and we'll get you more information about the BlackBay Group. I got to get going. We're going to have a great here at Top Gun Options with our hedges performing perfectly and our weekly options trades going right down the fairway. Have a great weekend. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back on Monday with Monday's Market Outlook. We'll see you.